We are the flow, we are the ebb, we are the witches back from the dead. We are the flow, we are the ebb, we are the weavers, we are the web. We are the flow, we are the ebb, we are the witches back from the dead.
My name's Gordon Rhymes. I'm a Wiccan. I'm a high priest. So I'm basically a pagan. We're often confused with devil worshippers, which of course we're not. And people have an idea of us doing all sorts of silly things, killing cats and things like that. Nothing like that at all. We're basically nature worshippers. People sort of sometimes have an image that we're odd, strange people and we don't work and we travel around in hippie buses and things like that. Most of us have jobs. What I wear for the ceremonies here is I have a representation of Hernal Canunus, the horn god. For a normal cover meeting, we would just wear a simple robe. And some covers actually were what we call sky cap, which is naked. We meet in small groups. Some people call them covens, some people call them circles, halves, you know, they have different names. It's very important in our religion is that people have to contact us. If anybody ever was to approach you and say, would you like to join my coven, tell them to go away. It's obvious from the layout of Avebury that it was a very sacred site. And when you work out where the sunrises are and what they were for, it's obviously a place of celebration. We are unique in the fact that we are 500 feet above sea level, but the skyline is actually 800 to 900 feet above sea level. So what happens is in the morning, the sun rises, you get first light at the same time as everybody else, but you get 15 minutes longer before it comes over the horizon. It's a time when it's not dark and it's not light. So you actually have a longer period between the worlds, which is a very important time for doing magic work. People say to me, well, do you do spells? Yes, I do spells. But to me, a spell is no different to a prayer. You finish a prayer with amen, and we finish a spell with so mote it be. The Welsh would use the word feli-ibod. Well, actually, in fact, feli-ibod actually in Welsh means either so mote it be or amen. This is the ancient stone scrying mirror. And if you have somebody with you, they get in the hollow underneath and what we call and vibrate the stone. And you look into there and look at where you want to see. Well, if you can bend your mind to it, you can. It's a matter of focusing your attention on something and thinking about things. And you often find that. You find people with a positive attitude in life do very well. And you could say that's coincidence, but I know that too many coincidences happen for it to be just coincidence. We do the eight festivals a year. We do the winter solstice. In bulk is the candle mass is a candle ceremony. It's about renewal of everything coming green. Spring equinox is equal time. Beltane, we have a celebration. We all get dressed up and we chase the girls, play kiss chase, and we have a maypole and we do a dawn and then we come over and dress the well in the pub. Samhain is coming up, which people know as Halloween. And what we do is we meet in the sun circle about 10:30 in the evening. And we walk the 1.5 miles of the old avenue. We go to the sanctuary, which was the place of the dead. We pass spirits into apples, and we keep the apples overnight, fire burning, candle burning, and at dawn we take them to swallow the spirit and rebirth them. And over the years it's grown. Last year we had 244 people walk the avenue. the site that we do our full moon circles in, just over here. And I do an energy raising healing circle, the far side, where we can get a bit of space to move around and make a bit of noise. We do the major sun festivals in a sun circle. From the placing of the stones that would have been there, we can tell by the sunrises when festivals are coming, and by the shadows of the stone that used to be in the centre. There was a 21-foot stone stood in the centre, and where that casts its shadow at sunset and at sunrise, it's like a big clock. When it all comes together, that's festival time. In the summer you'll find lots of people sitting in these trees. Often people meditate there, people will leave small offerings. We've got a place down the end of the avenue that is not in public domain, where myself and the Druid take the offerings to. We collect them up ceremonial, and then once a year we burn them to release them. This is the Beltane stone. And that is a very good one for hand fastings. It's the pagan version of a wedding. Two options with a hand fasting, well, three options. You have a year and a day, a lifetime, or lifetime upon lifetimes. I try to persuade people that's not a good commitment to make. It's a very nice site because it doesn't have, apart from that little path there, which is not really a direct access, it doesn't have a major tourist route through the middle of it. So when you're conducting your ceremony down here, you don't gather a crowd of tourists. It is a problem with the tourists and the erosion they cause. But on the other hand, we see people come here for 20 minutes, and then a year later you see them, they come for a week. And then a couple of years later, they're here all the time. You know, that's how I started.
Cauldron of changes, feather on the bone, arc of eternity, ring around the stone. We are the old people, we are the new people, we are the same people, wiser than before. Cauldron of changes, feather on the bone, arc of eternity, ring around the stone. We are the old people, we are the new people, we are the same people, wiser than before.